Chelsea versus Leeds United in the FA Cup is a fixture steeped in history and indeed infamy. 1970 remains one of the most famous finals in history of this grand competition. Well, in 2026 it's a place in the final that's up for grabs as these two fierce rivals meet under the arch in the semi-final of this season's FA Cup. Let's take a check on the two teams then. João Pedro available after sitting out Tuesday's defeat at Brighton. He's in for Liam Delap. Closing comes in as Wesley Fofana and Jarell Hato drop to the bench. Alejandro Garnacho also starts. Pedro Neto makes his 100th Chelsea appearance. Leeds go with their cup keeper in Lucas Perry. Otherwise, it's the same 11 that started Wednesday's draw at Bournemouth. Former Blue Ethan Ampadu captains the team, with top scorer Dominic Calvert-Lewin leading the line. João Pedro's done really well to win the header there. Enzo Fernandez from range. Straight into the gloves of Lucas Perry, but the first shot on target of this semi-final is taken by a Chelsea player. Well, Calvert-Lewin, that's a brilliant ball, and Aronson's in, and Sanchez saves. Massive chance for Leeds that. And Brendan Aronson couldn't convert because Robert Sanchez kicked his effort away.
It's an absolutely brilliant save from Rob Sanchez. There's no way that ball should be allowed to get through there.
In the end, it was nobody in the blue shirt, but the header's caught. Lavia finding Enzo Fernandez. Here's João Pedro! Oh, he struck the base of the post from a very tight angle. He almost managed to give Chelsea the lead. It's an excellent effort from the Blues top scorer.
Yes, it is. Really well done. It's a lovely little ball. He's onside for sure. Great touch. It's a tight angle. Well, keeper's not saving that, but unfortunately the post is. Could easily have gone in off the post. It's a really good left foot strike. He's bang up for this, João Pedro.
João Pedro plays it on for Pedro Neto. Plenty of options in the middle here. Enzo Fernandez! Chelsea in front. And it's the skipper who nods in front of the Leeds supporters to give the Blues the advantage in the semi-final. A powerful header from a pinpoint cross. Nothing Perry could do about it. And Enzo Fernandez makes it Chelsea 1, Leeds United 0.
And just listen to the fans as the name of Enzo Fernandez is spoken at Wembley.
Almost managing to barge his way through. Hit Enzo Fernandez, came for João Pedro. Well, Lucas Perry might tell you to save that had it been on target, but it's another shot across the Leeds United bow from Chelsea.
He's on fire, he really is.
Well, Rodon has been out, but he's made his return. Stack was not expected to be anywhere near the squad today. Shot from range meanwhile on. What a save from Sanchez, and the follow-up goes on the roof, and that was Stack's first touch of the ball, and he almost produced an absolute howitzer of an equaliser. What a save.
It's another great save, it really is. He's had to use a really strong hand there.
Here's Lavia. No changes from Chelsea. Neto feeding it down the line for Malo Gusto. Oh, brilliant from Gusto. And then the little flick. And what a chance for a second goal here. Didn't get it out his feet. Oh, it looked certain that Chelsea were going to double their lead. And João Pedro did everything but score. That would have been a beautiful goal.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful flick. Thinking shoot. Oh, not quite able to get it out of his feet. Got to give credit to the Leeds United defenders, just there and there. And they somehow managed to scramble the ball away.
Oh, brilliant from João Pedro. Chelsea got 4 forward in this attack. Enzo Fernandez laid it off, got Nacho's shot, deflects over the bar and behind for a corner. Chelsea look really threatening on the counter today.
Yeah, we do. Brilliant bit of skill from João Pedro getting past 2 players. What a game he's having, and suddenly we're on the attack.
Here's Okafor. Floated in that time, brilliant delivery. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin ought to be doing a lot better with that. Either side of Robert Sanchez, and he's in big trouble. Instead, it was straight at him and harmlessly into his grasp.
Yeah, and that's something we've got to be careful of, that ball in there.
Gusto couldn't find a blue shirt. Tanaka moved it left-hand side. Goodmanson on for Okafor. Good challenge from Gusto, but it broke for Goodmanson. He can send his crossover. Sanchez stayed at home. Tosin got his head to it, dropped to Tanaka. And he made a right mess of that, and his reaction shows you that that was a decent opportunity.
Yeah, it was. And Goodmanson is a good left back, good left wing back.
Stack. The urge to shoot, couldn't resist. This time he can't test Sanchez.
And I know it was a long way out, but we've just talked about and seen already what he's like.
Longstaff's floated delivery. Oh, Calvert-Lewin couldn't stretch a toe out to connect. So far he's been relatively well shackled.
So far. He's free at the far post. How is he so free?
This is it. Ethan Ampadu, the former Chelsea man, to hurl one into the Blues box. Sanchez coming through a crowd, got something on it now, he's got to race back. Here's Gnonto, Palmer's done well, he's got the block on. Still we play on, ref's not looking at his watch.
Come on.
Palmer in there again! And there's the final whistle, and Chelsea are through to the FA Cup final, and they've done it at the expense of the old enemy. Callum McFarlane's first win as Chelsea's interim head coach comes at the home of English football to send the Blues into the FA Cup final again. Enzo Fernandez header in the first half, the difference between the sides. João Pedro, phenomenal throughout, plenty of other battling performances in blue too.
Brilliant, lovely to see us in the FA Cup final, fully deserved.
Chelsea will be back here to take on Manchester City in a couple of weeks in the FA Cup semi-final today. It finished Chelsea 1, Leeds United 0.